I investigated a city that traps homeless people forever. I have not seen this. Tyler just uploaded this 20 hours ago. I'm going to guess that this is Skid Row. The only reason I know that, or would assume that, is because I watched a documentary on Skid Row. And at Skid Row, they have different lights that they keep around Skid Row to entice people to stay inside of Skid Row and not leave. I don't know the extent of that, but Tyler will probably get into it.
This is Skid Row, the largest homeless camp. This is Skid Row, the largest homeless camp and most dangerous neighborhood in America, with an estimated 10,000.
Is it really the most dangerous neighborhood in America? I would assume that would be like Kensington, but that's a city. Green Goblin for the 5 gifted. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Green Goblin 009. Appreciate the subs there, bro. Thank you for the 5 gifted. TJ for the 3. I have a really bad stomach virus right now. I get it. Oh, you both have stomach viruses. Babu for the 5. In real life, Brewster beats Mario's ass like a fucking mushroom. Won't save you, little bro. Oh, yeah, no, you're definitely right. R41 for the sub.
Plus homeless people living on its 25 blocks of drug.
Wait, how many homeless people?
10,000 plus homeless people living on its 25 blocks of drug-fueled and crime-ridden streets and tents. But why are these homeless people so violent? How did they end up here in the first place? And what could be done to get them off the streets? So I brought my friend Kevin, a leading expert.
Oh my God, not Kevin. Anybody remember Kevin? All right, the last time I was down here, they fucking stabbed me in the chest. We're just going to walk up to him and ask him how his day is, right? Even though he threatens me, he's going to tell me he's going to shoot me in the face. We're going to go fucking talk to Kevin. Or we're going to go talk to him. Kevin is unfazed by threats. Like, Kevin was getting threatened left and right, and he would just walk up to people and still try and have a conversation with them.
In homelessness and drug addiction, who showed me Portland, Oregon's drug epidemic 2 months ago.
Skid Row has been around, I think, since about the 1920s. It's never really improved. LA is a tourist destination. Having all these...
He'll be so blunt, too. He'll just walk up to somebody and be like, so, why are you here? And they'll get mad. And he, like, sometimes they'll get mad. And he'll just be like, okay. And he'll keep trying to have a conversation. Borderline to the point where they say they're going to hurt him. Arthur for the sub.
Homeless has been kind of an inconvenience to them, so they're working on containing these homeless and really, in a sense, hiding them. So, you know, they're adding up fencing, they're doing sanctioned camping, they're restricting people from certain blocks. That's a good 100 people right there. There definitely doesn't seem to be any order. Just drove by a guy using fentanyl behind us. Looked like he was maybe in this...
Should I scan this video? Yes. It's not age restricted though, so we're good.
70s. I suggest we stop and walk around and say hi to a few people.
All right, let's go into Skid Row, shall we?
This is why people don't go out here and do outreach, is because of the fear. But someone has to come out here and do it.
And immediately upon entering, we learned that everyone here hates cameras.
Yeah, I wonder why. I mean, somebody's going to have to come out here and ask them why they're druggies. I mean, so it's me.
Don't put the camera. No, we won't. He's outside. You're good. You're good.
I think they'll find people that won't care, right? But I would say the majority of the people there probably don't want to be filmed.
Soon learned why.
Oh, are you smoking crack right now? Is that what that is?
No, this is meth.
And mid-conversation, some speeding gangsters with AR-15s zoom past us.
Will cops not arrest them for that? I would assume not. I would assume very little cops are there, just because, like, dude, you're on... Like any other city, if you're on the side of the road smoking meth, like, you're instantly getting thrown in jail. I don't think cops want to be there, yeah. But, like, say, like, whatever city you're from, if a cop rolls by you and you're just fucking just ripping some meth, like, they're going to be like, buddy, like, what are you doing? Right? But, like, here, they're just not going to give a shit. FX for the Smiley for the 3, Jake for the 3. Do you check your videos before you look at them on stream? It's Aiden for the sub. I don't know. I don't watch them, but I might. If it's a sketchy video, I might go like this, and I'll just see if there's any, like, nudity or weird scenes.
If it's from and Vitalize.
Saw some guns.
Oh, no.
ARs in the back of the car.
We saw AR-15s. We're gonna walk out, guys. Thank you so much for talking. Stay safe, okay? Hold on, retreat. Real talk. We saw AR-15s in the back of the car.
Something going down a couple blocks away, and yes, it's good that we walked away. Well, there are a lot of gangs in the area, and we unfortunately encountered a gang.
And then we stumbled upon this dude lighting a pipe.
Hey there, how you guys doing?
How you doing? I love y'all.
Oh, what's up? Hey, Pasha, watch this. What's up? No, we're good.
You're not on camera, bro. You're across the damn street. We're pointing the camera at the ground, man. Fuck.
We're good. Hey, watch your six.
Like, this guy doesn't give a fuck. Why is the other guy mad?
I got back.
My name's Flip.
How you doing? We only mean good out here. Yeah. We're good to chat.
The black leader pulled up on us and basically forced us to give him a $20 protection fee. After we agreed, everything calmed down.
My name is Jeremy Johnson.
Jeremy Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you were just lighting up something.
Wait, so they have people that are like leaders that need protection fees?
What was that?
I just lighten up. Today is a beautiful day. People's out here is in sheep clothes just like they nice. Blah, blah, blah. They is not nice.
Who are those people? Who?
Them
Who?
is the demons.
Is that us?
Like her. She
really
got a sheep. She
a
a
demon?
sheep. She a human.
Just some random woman. Just some random woman on the side of the road. She a sheep.
How long you been homeless out here, brother?
That's the demons. The blacks. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. All they do is cuss. Look at him. He's a demon. Boy, I don't know where you from, but you look like a Huckleberry Finn one. Don't let him trick
He
you.
said you look like a Huckleberry Finn. Oh my God.
With the cover.
Okay, Jeremy Johnson. I saw you lighting something up.
You not no good guy.
No,
He's the one.
I'm a demon.
It's fentanyl out here, people. Fentanyl and it's taking them down to the ground, and they would never come back.
Tell me about fentanyl. Why am I a demon also?
You got no demon.
He's a
demon.
Okay, all right.
Tell me what it's like to be homeless out here. Is it relatively safe or not safe for people?
It's not safe, folks. Don't come down here and get that meal ready to run now. It's scary. You don't hurt me, man.
Not hurt
Don't
you?
hurt me, man.
You're not gonna hurt him, right? We're good.
First
No, we're
thing he
good.
gonna do.
No,
is
we're good.
rob me.
Whoa.
Want me to get down and rob me?
No. We're good. All right, we're no demons. We're gonna let you have a good day, though. All right, thanks, Jeremy. All right, he's pissed. Sorry, bro. Okay, that was quite the interaction.
Yeah, they got
That was the most random fucking strain of events. He has to be high. Well, I mean, they literally said they pulled up on him while he was smoking crack or some shit. Or meth. Whatever it was. He had a pipe.
a little weird.
5 minutes in, the people in Skid Row seemed to
But like I don't know. It was fun. It was funny how he was acting like he had the mic. Like he was holding like an invisible mic.
be way more aggressive
He's
than
insane. I don't think he's insane.
violent than the fentanyl users we saw in Portland and the zombified Shrank users we saw in Kensington. As I wondered what the drug of choice was out here, I stumbled upon
Raphael Leach,
And what is this building right here?
SRO, single room occupancy.
Okay. And this is for homeless people to get off the streets and start living?
Yes.
And you used to be on the streets yourself?
Yes, I used to be homeless. Off the streets now 3 years.
That's awesome.
Aw.
Yeah. How hard was it to get off the streets once you got there?
It's not hard.
It's not hard.
No. If
That's
you're
a big misconception.
Drug
yeah.
user is hard.
Were you on drugs back then?
No, I just
Oh yeah, I think the big thing. Well, it also depends what city you're in, but there's a lot of facilities that want to help you, but the contingency of a lot of those facilities, as at least I've been told, like near Philly and shit, is they won't let you in if you're on drugs, right? And so part of the problem is you have to conquer your main issue alone and then conquer the homelessness. The homelessness as a straight problem can be solved by homeless shelters. They'll set you up with job facilities and shit like that. But like after that, or that's not that big of a deal comparably to like, okay, you're literally addicted to meth. You have to get unaddicted to meth before they'll help you. Or there's other places that might help with your drug issues, but a lot of those facilities won't be like accepting of people that are still using.
smoke the
Got
not
it.
drink, you know, but they consider that
At least to my knowledge. I'm going to Google that. It doesn't give me a straight answer. It just talks about homeless shelters during drug abuse. It doesn't say. if any of you guys know, let me know, because I don't want to spread like misinformation.
Drugs.
Sure.
You know, but no.
So there's money and aid and subsidies to get off the streets?
Of course, yeah. If you want it, most of the people don't want it. And most of the people are drug.
Guys, he's passed away. It's pre-recorded. That was a good old knee slapper. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Oh. Whew. All right.
Drug addicts. So, boy, if you want something, you go get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to fight to get off the streets, you're going to get off the street.
But I wondered what resources were really out here to
I
help.
mean, I still think it is much harder than, like, already having some sort of found set thing. Being homeless and on drugs, even if you're off of drugs now and you're clean, getting a job, getting a place to live, it's still going to take time. But it is easier than if you're also addicted to drugs simultaneously.
Help these people get off the streets and stay sober. And I soon found a sign advertising free Narcan, which is an opioid blocker to prevent you from dying due to an overdose.
So you guys give out Narcan to anyone who asks for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But people generally are asking it for whenever we need it.
Okay.
That's nice.
The reason there are this many people here is because it's a resource-heavy area. So if I was someone experiencing homelessness, I might go to somewhere where there's resources.
Got it.
There's signs everywhere, Narcan here. So at least in that respect, they're trying.
It seemed like the free Narcan, food, water, sobriety centers, and outreach workers ironically attract even more homeless people to come here. But do these people even want to get off the streets? This guy had an interesting opinion.
I like the members of the white majority.
The white majority.
Yeah, you guys are members of the white majority.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you guys?
I will say, like, what really annoys me is when some people, like, talk about drug use and they're like, oh, I would never get addicted. Like, hell yeah, you would. Hell yeah, you would, right? Maybe not on the first use of some drugs, but, like, a lot of that shit is, like, I have an addictive personality, so, like I get high a lot, right? Like, not all the time. A lot of you guys call me a stoner. Like, I get high. I like getting high, right? I know it has downsides, right? And I admit that. Same thing with gambling. I don't gamble a lot, but I like gambling, right? It's fun to me. So, like, I've been in scenarios where people have not offered me meth, but, like, coke and shit like that. And I will never do that. Like, I'm not talking about, like, hallucinogenics where, like, it's like mushrooms or LSD where they're unaddictive. But, like, I've been offered cocaine. Like, I would never do that. Number one, because I have no need to. But number two, if I was ever peer pressured into doing it, I am almost sure that I would be addicted to it. Like, I fear that I would like it. And that's why I would never do it, right? And it's an honest thing that I'm going to say to a lot of you, right? Because a lot of people have addictive personalities, like, and like weed is something that's legal in New Jersey, so like, yeah, I get high, I see the downsides and shit, but like, you're going, especially because I know a lot of you guys are in high school, right? If you go to college, or when you go to college, or even in high school, right? Because some high schoolers do it. Like, you're going to be presented with scenarios where you will be able to partake in drug abuse, right? Don't, right? And I know you might be at a party one day and you're like, oh, just a little bit of coke, right? Oh, you're drunk and this kid's telling you to fucking take a bump, right? Don't do it, because you might like it, right? And that's the worst thing that could happen. Another alternative thing, too, is like, I mean, this is just kind of off topic, but it has to do with, like, addictions to gambling. The worst thing that could happen, somebody redeemed Flex, chat. I understand somebody redeemed Flex. I'm trying to have a genuine fucking talk here, and motherfuckers just spamming Flex. What if it's weed? Well, I mean, I always say, if you're of age to smoke weed, and it is legal in your state, that's up to you. It's the same thing with alcohol, right? I don't think you should abuse it, but like, weed and alcohol are legal in New Jersey. You have to be 21 to do both of them. If you're 21 and you're in a state where it's legal, it's up to you, right? Understand the downsides to doing them, right? I say that every time I smoke weed on stream, every time I fucking talk about weed, eat an edible. Like, there are downsides to doing them. The likelihood that those things may lessen your lifespan are likely there, right? Smoking weed is not healthy, right? There are health benefits, but as a whole, smoking anything is not healthy. Same thing with nicotine, same thing with fucking weed, same thing with anything, right? It might not be as bad as cigarettes, but it's still bad. Anyways, that's your own opinion. You can judge that yourself when you're of age and it's legal in your state, because that's something that you're allowed to do. But and I'm not talking about like hallucinogenics are on another level as well, because there's some cities where they're legal and they're not really as addictive comparably to like other things. But like when you're in college, you're probably going to be presented to in a scenario at a party where you could do cocaine or like MDMA or Molly or any of that shit. I would say don't, because you could really like it, and that's the worst thing that could happen. Conversely, with gambling, the worst thing that could happen the first time you go to a casino is you win. If you go to a casino, that happened to me. The first time I ever went to a casino, I won money, and that's the worst thing that could happen, right? Because then you will like it, and you'll say, oh, and then it starts the addiction, right? Gordy for the sub, KJ for the sub, Damon for the fucking 2 subs, Villa for the sub, Jake for the 5. Knox, Young, and Boss for the sub, 1 Ats for the 3. I really enjoy watching you. Whenever I want to laugh, I watch your YouTube or Twitch. Don't stop being funny. Thank you. Masteezy for the 340 biddies. Mango Lumber. It's 8 for the sub, Jake for the 3.
My name is Palmer Torres.
Stop doing weed, Joe. It's not worth it. I'm very open about what drugs I take. Like I'm open about my weed usage, right? I'm not you telling me to stop doing weed, I'm not going to stop doing weed, right? And for the same people that say they lose respect to me, it's whatever, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's my life, it's my choice. I'm trying to say I don't abuse it as I see it right now, so I don't see it as a problem. I don't smoke nearly as much as I used to. I take edibles, and I don't take them as frequently as I used to. Do I still get high like 3 days a week? Yeah. But, like, currently, I don't see it as an issue. But, yeah. All right, let's get back into it. Matthew for the sub. Lock back in here, chat. It's not legal in Kansas. Yeah, that's why I keep saying don't do weed unless it's legal in your state and you're of age. There's a lot of states where it's not legal. What states have weed legalized? Most states have it decriminalized. If you live in these states and you're 21, you're allowed to smoke weed. Colorado, Washington, Alaska, Oregon, Washington, D.C., California, Maine, Massachusetts, Nevada, Michigan, Vermont, Guam, Illinois, Arizona, Montana, New Jersey, New York, Virginia, New Mexico, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maryland, Missouri, Delaware, and Minnesota. That's actually a lot of fucking states. But a lot of states also have it decriminalized, which basically means you would get a fine for a low amount of marijuana, but a high amount of marijuana, you can still get arrested.
And welcome to Skid Row.
Okay, you like that we're members of the white majority.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So what it means is
HHC is legal everywhere. Yeah, so is Delta 8. Delta 8 is like a loophole, right? Where gas stations sell Delta 8. And they don't need any legal boundaries to sell Delta 8. There's also legal loopholes for mushroom chocolate bars. That's in New Jersey. That's a problem in New Jersey. I don't know if it's a loophole. Every gas station I go to sells mushroom chocolate bars. And what is Delta 8? Delta 8 is the same thing as, not the same. It's where I don't know if it's like a hydroxy group. It's where one of the molecules is on a ring on THC, right? And so Delta 9 is what's illegal. That is what they sell at places that is legalized, right? Like in New Jersey, they sell Delta 9 edibles, they sell Delta 9 weed, they sell Delta 9 vapes. But at gas stations in places where it's illegal, they'll sell Delta 8, which is like a loophole. Same thing with salvia. Salvia is also a loophole because the drug compound, salvia is one of the most hallucinogenic drugs that exist. And it's a loophole in the United States government where, like, it doesn't really have the same chemical compound as, like, any other drug. And so it's just legal. And people can, like, deliver it to your house. Don't do it, right? But, yeah, no, salvia is one of those things where it's also a loophole like Delta 8. where it's like kind of an in-between where like the government doesn't like it, but they haven't put in any bills to get rid of it. They're trying to do shit to get rid of Delta 8, and I think the same thing with Salvia, but currently it's like a loophole.
That I'm a minority and I appreciate what.
How is it a loophole? Oh my god, I'll Google it and give you a better fucking explanation. Why is Salvia divinorum legal in the U.S.? Oh, now it says consumption, possession, and sale is illegal, but since Salvia divinorum is a prescription drug, it remains legal if the proper permissions are given out. That is fucking cap, because you can literally order that shit online. Oh, it's controlled by a number of states, but some states is illegal now. Oh, so they did recently change it. The DEA. Oh. Well, you learn something new every day. All right, Matthew for the sub, Razzle for the sub.
But you guys being the biggest influence in the country, you guys have built.
I gotta rewind. I don't know what this man's saying.
Welcome to Skid Row.
Okay, you like that we're members of the white majority.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So what it means is that I'm a minority, and I appreciate what you guys being the biggest influence in the country. You guys have built an amazing country.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are you up to today, Juan?
I just experienced a spider bite from a brown recluse.
Okay.
So what happened was that I slept in some bushes one night.
From what I saw in Kensington, this looked more like flesh decay from repeated use of Tranq, a drug which is a combination of fentanyl and horse tranquilizer.
So Juan, are you doing fentanyl out here?
Holy shit. Dude, his arm looks like it's fucking rotting.
I slept in some bushes one night.
From what I saw in Kensington, this looked more like flesh decay from repeated use of Tranq, a drug which is a combination
Flesh decay?
of fentanyl and horse tranquilizer.
So Juan, are you doing fentanyl out here?
How you know? Yes, I am.
Fentanyl?
But I'm quick to defend fentanyl.
Okay, tell me about it. Why would you defend fentanyl?
Well,
Yeah.
because I am a former IV user, and because of fentanyl, I no longer inject heroin, and so I would rather smoke fentanyl than to inject heroin.
Why is that?
Because injecting is something that should be done by professionals. I mean, it's ugly, like the way it looks, and
Yeah,
also.
but can't you OD on fentanyl easier than any drug? Like, fentanyl's, like, very easy to overdose on.
It's very dangerous. You can contract diseases and stuff. Yeah, so I'm grateful for
He keeps stuttering. Yeah, probably because he has a stutter or some shit. What?
heroin. I thank China for having made it. Yes, there are many Americans who have lost their lives, but I think that when it was made in a way to where if you're smart about it and you smoke, you know, in small increments, you know, I believe that it also heals you and relieves you of certain, you know, stressors.
Got it. You don't
I don't think fucking fentanyl heals you.
think fentanyl's killing you?
I do not think so, no.
Kevin, do you have any thoughts?
I would
Yeah.
respectfully disagree.
Okay.
I've had a lot of people I've witnessed die because of fentanyl.
Yeah.
I think fentanyl is the deadliest, worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And so I know how you think it's different because you don't have to inject. Fentanyl is killing people left and right.
Yeah.
So what at the very least I ask is don't encourage other people to
Oh,
use.
no.
But this guy was the exception, because the more we talked to people, it seemed like
I mean, he still seemed like a nice guy, but I think he's kind of blinded in thinking that it's not dangerous. Jake for the 3. What's your... I'll say the same thing about weed, though. Like, on another level, dude, there's a lot of motherfuckers that smoke weed all day, every day, and they're like, this shit's good for me. Yeah, you're smoking less than you would cigarettes, but you're still smoking 7 joints a day. Like, you're still inhaling a lot of smoke. Like, and it increases your heart rate. Like, there's a lot of downsides to marijuana. Like, I will say that. Like, marijuana is not harmless, but it is much safer than other things like tobacco. And it does have medicinal use. It does have a lot of good things intertwined with it, but you have to be able to use it safely. It's the same thing with, like, wine. Like, a glass of wine a day is good for you, right? Like, when you're older, like, if you drink red wine with a lot of antioxidants, but, like, that's 1 glass a night. Most people, when they drink, how many are they drinking? 10. Not 10 glasses, like 5. It's in moderation, right? Dom for the 3. Who for the 3? It's my friend's birthday. Can you say happy birthday, Andrew? Happy birthday, Andrew. Jake for the 3. Favorite NBA team? I don't really have one. I don't watch the NBA that much. Hyper for the 3. Look up Trank Show. That's actually nuts. Check for the 3. You missed my bits. Attack, Boss, and Razzle for the sub. Chick, where are your other bits? Let me look up your user. People that be down in wine is crazy. A lot of people do that. I can't drink wine. Like, I'll drink wine and like immediately. That's why when I went to Mexico, I had a fucking glass of Pinot at like fucking 4 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. Wine is tiring. I don't see any other bets that you gave, Check. You didn't give any other bets. Or at least they didn't show up.
Crack and meth were the most popular drugs out
My
here.
mom drinks a lot of wine, yeah. A lot of middle-aged people drink a lot of wine.
Unlike fentanyl in
Makes you sleepy.
Portland and Shrank in Kensington.
Do you ever use fentanyl?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to stay woke.
What do you use?
Okay.
How do you get out of here?
Good question. If I had that remedy, I wouldn't be here.
Is there violence out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, quit playing. Yeah, you know, give it 5 minutes to finish something.
She was right, as this dude got slapped in the face right behind us for no reason.
One thing the city or the government could do to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, quit playing. Yeah, you know, give it 5 minutes to finish something.
She was right, as this dude got slapped in the face right behind us for no reason.
One thing the city or the government could do to help. What just happened?
You just slapped him in the face.
You just got slapped. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay.
You okay?
I mean, he, for no reason. He just slapped you.
People just hurt each other. What it is.
For no
It
reason,
is
the guy
what
just
it
got
is.
slapped in the face.
It seemed like the predominant use of meth and crack was making these people so violent. And 3 minutes later, we experienced it firsthand.
What's that one drug that makes you like a zombie and like immortal? Flocka. Like, don't people rush officers on Flocka and they'll take like 7 bullets to the chest before they die? Or is that, no, that might be PCP. What is Flocka? Similar to a street drug commonly known as bath salts.
My friend Tyler, he was wanting to.
Hey, how you doing?
No.
Oh, we're good. We're good. We're just talking.
While Kevin tried to calm this guy down with money, this cracked out gangsta called my cameraman a dumbass bleeper and said he would knock his ass out if he didn't delete the album, as this guy began to follow us, threatening our lives.
Let's not do this. Let's just chill.
Kevin thought our best option was for him to confront the guy and his gang alone, using his charisma to defuse the situation. I disagreed, but he still went.
Yeah, right now, Kevin's with like 4 dudes. I'm not sure why.
See, this is Kevin. This is Kevin. Hold up, Tyler. Let me go have a conversation with them. Let me go have a conversation with these gentlemen. So I understand that you're mad that our cameraman filmed you, and you said you were going to, quote, shank him in the neck. Why? And Kevin's about to get stabbed one day.
Sorry about the misunderstanding, brother.
I don't know why he's doing that. There's actually no point to go up there and talk to 4 dudes like that.
It was a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They did invite me into their tent. I respectfully declined because there was 4 of them
Yeah,
just standing around me.
I thought you were gonna get killed. I'll be honest. Why don't we just run?
Yo, Tyler. Oh my God. Yeah, no lie. I thought you were probably gonna die there. I didn't really want to involve myself though. So I kind of just let you, do what you wanted to do. Just, prayed for your well-being. But I really thought you were gonna get shanked there.
The thing is, we shook and now we're cool.
Yeah, I guess. We'll see. Being so nice is going to get you killed one day is my theory. No, genuinely. You don't ever think you're going to get killed. Because when you go and approach those 4 dudes, I'm out. I'm already halfway down the block. So why do you think people are so angry and violent out here?
Let's look at it in their shoes. They're out here, they're languishing, they're thrown together. It's complete chaos. Eventually, if treated like an animal, you're going to start acting like one.
Hey there.
We say hello to each other.
How you doing? How you doing?
After we say hello to our fellow Americans,
Yeah.
Japanese style.
Hey, you're the nicest guy we've met today.
You're by far the friendliest person I've met today.
What are you up to today?
Live out here?
Don't touch me, don't touch me. We can cool off.
Well, just wondering because you shook my hand.
I know that we shook hands already.
Let's
Once
just do
is
that.
enough. Once is enough.
Everyone out here was insane, so we decided to briefly go back to the car.
What? Is that a cultural thing? Because he said he wanted to talk to them because they're Americans. And they shook hands and then he touched him. I don't know.
Starring Call.
Andy Bales, he runs the Union Gospel Mission, which is the largest nonprofit on Skid Row. Hey, I am in Skid Row for the next couple days doing some outreach out here with my friend Tyler. Why do I need to be careful?
Speaker.
Because people will flat out take your camera, pull a gun on you, rob you, attack you. Could happen. It's happened to my camera guys before. We've had guys say if you don't tell your cameraman to put his camera away, we'll shoot you.
After this conversation, Kevin was convinced that him going back out alone would build more trust with these homeless people than all three of us together. And for whatever reason, I agreed.
That is really good
Oh,
advice.
for whatever reason, I agreed. I mean, Kevin, if you want to go out there alone and you want me to stay at the Hilton Hotel, I mean, Kevin, if you really want to, you want to film some content for me, you just want me to, kind of chill out, maybe hit the Dave and Buster's up, are you sure? I don't know. Kevin, I really want to be with you, man. I don't want to go with him at all. Please let him go alone. Please let him go alone. I'm going to get stabbed out there. I can't survive.
And he basically just gave us a warning. Just tread carefully.
Right now, we're going to send Kevin off into the wild. How you feeling?
I'm pumped. This is what I'm good at. I can't wait. Do some one-on-one interviews with the homeless Skid Row and just kind of learning the truth.
This was the last time Kevin Dahlgren was ever seen.
Okay, that's just, like, seriously bad luck, dude.
If anything happens out there, who should I give what to?
Give everything to my girlfriend.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah, because I love her.
And Kevin, you know the risk of your job.
Oh my God, you're making them sad.
And I wish you the best of luck, genuinely. K-Dog out. All right, Kevin is officially in the wild. He has the phone. He's going to record. We're going to get some B-roll of the surroundings.
With Kevin as a foot soldier in the trenches, we surveyed the periphery and waited on standby to rescue him if necessary.
Do you just want to share with me what it's like to be homeless out here?
To me, it seems like a man-made trap, really.
That's interesting.
Yeah, this isn't a natural occurring area. I came here motivated. I don't even remember what I came out here thinking. Now I'm like, if I think about it, I want to get off the streets. Where do I even sign up? Been put in the hospital.
This ghost actually seems really smart.
Numerous times from violence. Yeah, 2 types of internal bleeding. This is like poisoned. It's real twisted out here, actually. But
all these businesses shut down, boarded up, walled up.
As dusk approached, we noticed more police around the area. And little did we know, Kevin was conducting his final solo interview.
How long have you been homeless out here?
I've been homeless here for a year.
Burn something up. So what? They can suck it on the road. You wasn't born on the 7. Somebody schizophrenic.
Yeah.
You ain't got Bible. Waste all the fucking dope on Chris.
It's true.
Betty and heroin. You lucky on Sunday night.
With 20 minutes of no response from Kevin and him nowhere to be seen, I suspected he had been kidnapped by the gang leader we met earlier. So, out of desperation, I called him.
Making sure Kevin is alive.
Hey, Ty.
Hey, you doing good over there?
Yeah, I'm kind of in a weird sketch situation. I gotta go right now.
That would scare the fuck out of me. That would start stressing me the fuck out because now I'd feel responsible for fucking saving Kevin's life in the middle of Skid Row. Kind of in a weird situation right now. Gotta go.
Maybe let's peel in. Let's see if we can find him.
I would make him share his location with me before he went.
My fear of Kevin being kidnapped seemed to be the reality. As we drove circles around Skid Row, Kevin was still nowhere to be seen. And
yep, you didn't think that one out.
Nightfall was approaching. If we couldn't find him by night, Kevin was as good as dead.
There's walls. They're fencing people in. Also, you can see fences right here. Fences about to be put up. That is a crazy concept.
And then,
they
out of
really put fences up at night?
Nowhere, we found Kevin.
I see Kevin. He's right there on the corner.
Lord, Kevin, what did we miss?
This guy showed up out of nowhere, popped out of his tent, and he was holding a hatchet. And he was spinning it around, and he was kind of threatening me with it because he didn't know who I was. I offered him a soda, but he just wasn't having it. He says, I want to invite you into my tent. And I said, okay. All of a sudden, he turns to me and said, are you a cop? Oh. And I'm like, no, I'm not a cop. He said, well, how do I believe you? I said, I guess I can't prove it. And he said, I know how you can prove it. So he pulled out a pipe. He lit the meth.
Oh my God, did Kevin do meth? No. No.
He literally shoved it towards my lips and said, I need you to inhale right now. And nobody else said a word. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. He says, well, that means you're a cop. And then he whistled to someone who came over who guarded the tent. And I'm like, well, look, just because I'm not choosing to smoke meth doesn't make me a cop, right? And he said, then you need to smoke this. I said, I'm not going to do it. He kind of hit a pipe and blew it in my face. Basically touched my lips. I don't think I'm high, but I certainly have a headache.
Should we take you to the hospital?
No, it's just meth. So then
No, it's just meth. Oh my God, they got to do more videos with Kevin. I love Kevin. Oh my God, I love Kevin.
I had the bright idea. I could show him my latest meeting interview.
Well, they touched his lips with a crack pipe. What if they had something?
Where I housed that family in Bend, Oregon.
Smart.
So I played it for him, and that changed everything. They said, whoa, you're an outreach worker. You did good work. So all of a sudden they said, look, you're in our inner circle now, you're cool, but you need to leave now. And he said, you will guaranteed be assaulted out here. You will lose your wallet. You will be beaten up. You need to leave now. They weren't trying to scare me. They were warning me, do not be there at night. He said, beatings and murders are so common. Oftentimes you just turn your back and next thing you know, there's a person on the ground dying. Someone jumps out of a tent, he described it, and will just stab you with a knife and jump back into the tent.
And Kevin, do you think we should go back there at night?
Bro, what the fuck is this? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kevin just told you a story about a man with a hatchet saying he was going to fucking kill him and he made him smoke meth. Now Tyler's having the bright idea. Oh, let's go back at night. Are you fucking kidding me?
I've done middle of the night outreach hundreds of times. This may be no different. This is just...
Bro, they literally just said some dude's gonna jump out of it. You walk on the sidewalk past the tent, some dude's gonna jump out and fucking shank you like you're in a goddamn video game and then hop back in. This ain't fucking Mario with the piranha plants. Let's fucking stay at the hotel. Average day in New Jersey, maybe in Camden.
Arguably the most violent place I've ever been to. It's inevitable we're going to see something tonight.
But I was surprised to see that it was unusually empty out here, with the occasional straggler on the streets, endless fencing, and the occasional scream. I mean, it's interesting. Several cops patrolling the area, and one or two clusters
I would never want to be a cop on Skid Row. Oh my God. If I had to be a cop, I would want to be a cop in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere, where I have no job to do whatsoever, and I just sit in my car and eat fucking donuts. That's what I would want to do.
of tents with people relatively tired or trying to sleep at the very least.
There's something evil in the air.
There's tons of activity, tents on left and right of us. Definitely some deals going on.
But what is the solution to fix this hell on earth? I called the president of the largest nonprofit in Skid Row to find out.
What is the solution, if any? How does this get solved?
As a friend of mine says, people don't come to live on Skid Row, they come to die. Murders have gone up 47% in the last year. We need a FEMA-like response. We need for everybody who's on the streets who's willing to come in. And then we need immediate, innovative, affordable housing options like mobile homes, container homes, 3D printed concrete.
Yeah, container homes are cheap and they're actually fucking huge.
Homes. More than 50% of all street homelessness is in California.
If you guys don't get that FEMA-like response, what does the future of LA's homelessness crisis and Skid Row in particular look like?
Well, 6 people died today from complications of homelessness.
6 people?
In LA County. And 6 more will die tomorrow. We need to be humiliated by our collective failure to do something different.
Also, whoever has the most viewed TikTok or YouTube short using a clip.
Oh, do they always show Zeusy?
Collective failure to do something different.
Also, whoever has the most viewed TikTok or YouTube
Zeusy.
short using a clip from this video, I'll send you $500. Post whoever.
My God. Yo, Tyler's videos are actually so fucking good now. Props to Tyler, dude. Like, genuinely props to Tyler. Like, the flip is nuts, dude. His videos used to be like the off-brand Mr. Beast. Now they're fucking amazing.